Henry, good morning. It is just about still morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Nick. Good morning, Cornelius.
Do you accept the sort of contention that we're sort of building up really on the programme, that we all just have to think totally differently now? It's not simply a question of take this sale, postpone it to next month or 2 months down the track. You're almost ripping up every playbook and saying we're just going to have to see what's coming our way and think completely differently.
Yes, I would agree with that. I think what struck me when you spoke to both Nick Rust and Brian Kavanagh in particular, that they're both taking matters very seriously. They're listening to all the advice and they're remaining calm. And I think that's very important. And as far as they can, like the rest of us, there needs to be a degree of positivity involved. We're in unprecedented times. We've never seen anything like it in our lifetimes. But we have to react as things evolve and as things change. But also look to the future and plan and take whatever measures we can at the moment for when life gets back to a degree of normality. It'll maybe be the new normal, but we will get back to things in due course. And nobody knows when, but we have to be ready and take whatever actions we can so that we are ready when it comes back.
And we talk about financial support to various sectors of the industry. What support can be given to people who are sitting on an awful lot of bloodstock that they were hoping to sell either last month, this month, next month or beyond, that they essentially are left with?
Yes, I mean, I think if the timing was in any way right, if this had happened last September or in the autumn when we were going into the most densely populated sales period, the financial implications would be very dire. Now, they may well turn out to be very dire, but the next sales to come up, we had our sort of breeding stock sales the latter part of the year, the New Year sales in Tattersalls, in Goffs, in Doncaster, and in Fairyhouse. We're heading into the breed-up sales season, and those fellows who all the people who invested in breed-up horses have a massive financial commitment. But the breed-up sales aren't due for a little while. The first one was going to be a Tattersall sale at Ascot. That's been delayed, and Tattersalls have already delayed some of their sales. We're taking a view on the sales we will be holding at Doncaster, due on the 22nd and 23rd of April. We'll take a view in those in due course. If they have to be delayed, they will be. But what will be required from auction houses and the breed-up vendors in the first instance is cooperation and patience. I mean, we're all in this together. It's a small industry, but it's a big industry. I mean, it sells normally about £500 million worth of horses a year between Britain and Ireland. That's the volume that goes through the Tattersalls and Goffs sales ring. So it behoves us all to stay calm, to stay as positive as we can, to make plans, and then, as you were alluding to earlier, to think about what the alternatives are, what else we can do, how we can change our behaviour. We're looking at options and alternatives to the traditional methods of selling bloodstock. We've had sales in the last 3 or 4 years where we haven't had horses present at our London sale prior to Royal Ascot. So we all have experience. Arcana, our French colleagues, have developed quite a good online activity. We've obviously been looking into that. So, what we'll have to do is see what happens and see, how long we can delay the selling of horses, and then when it's not possible to delay any longer, look and see what alternatives exist.
Henry, thanks so much for your time.
Pleasure. Henry
Beeby, Chief Executive of the Goffs. Subscribe to Racing TV to be notified when more Luck on Sunday videos are appearing online. And don't forget to join me for the show every Sunday morning from 9 o'clock with the best guests.